big news out of Tennessee. Veteran safety Quandre Diggs has officially been released by the Titans. Now, that's an interesting move coming from a defense that's already been struggling this season. And of course, the question that immediately comes up for Bengals fans is, should Cincinnati make a move? It's a fair question. The Bengals secondary has shown flashes of talent, but consistency has been an issue at times. And adding an experienced player like Diggs could bring leadership and stability on the back end. Before we get into whether he's the right fit for Cincinnati, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss the latest Bengals updates. Alright, let's dive into this latest news. Diggs will turn 33 in January, and that's the key detail here. He's still got solid instincts, but at that age, you're not signing him to be a long-term answer. The real question is, would he be an upgrade over guys like Jordan Battle or Geno Stone right now? Possibly, but it's not a simple yes or no. Honestly, I don't see the Bengals chasing after Quandre Diggs right now, and here's why. If Cincinnati really wanted a veteran presence at safety, Justin Simmons makes more sense. He's younger, more athletic, and offers higher upside at this stage of his career. Now, let's be real, Diggs has the experience, but his production has dipped. He's played in 9 games this season, started just 4, and hasn't recorded an interception in 2 straight years. The last time he came down with a pick was back in 2023. That's not exactly the kind of spark the Bengals defense is desperate for. What this defense does need is development, and that starts with the young guys. Players like Tyson Anderson deserve more opportunities to prove what they can do. Giving him more snaps isn't just about filling a position, it's about building the future of this secondary. Because let's be honest, not everyone on this roster is going to make it to next season. Some veterans will be cut, and a few won't be re-signed. But young talents like Anderson? Those are the players you invest in. The Bengals have a real chance to grow from within, rather than patching holes with aging names from around the league. Now, don't get me wrong, Quandre Diggs isn't a bad player by any stretch. He's had a solid career and brought real value back in his Seattle days. But the question is, what would the Bengals actually get from him at this point? Sure, with how inconsistent Cincinnati's safety play has been, Diggs could probably earn some snaps. But would he really be that much better than what we already have? That's where things get tricky. He's undersized at 5 feet 9 inches, around 200 pounds, and while he used to post strong coverage grades, even hitting a 76.4 back in his prime, those days might be behind him. Still, there's one thing that does stand out. His tackling numbers have stayed serviceable, which is something the Bengals could definitely use right now. The missed tackles this defense has piled up have cost them key drives, and bringing in someone who's steady in that area could at least tighten things up. If the Bengals were to use him, the best fit might be as a rotational box safety, helping in run defense on early downs. Especially with the Steelers matchup coming up, a game where stopping the run is going to be absolutely critical, that kind of veteran presence could actually matter. Now, if the Bengals did decide to make a move for Quandre Diggs, the timing would actually work in their favor. With a few extra days before the next full week of practice, he'd have enough time to get familiar with the playbook and adjust to the system. Lou Anarumo's defense isn't overly complex for veterans, so Diggs could pick it up fairly quickly. But here's the real challenge, would Diggs even want to come to Cincinnati? Let's be honest. The Bengals' defense has struggled this season, and even a solid veteran can't single-handedly fix that. When the unit as a whole is giving up chunk plays, it's hard for any individual to shine. Diggs still brings value in tackling and leadership, but at 33 years old, this might be his final stretch in the league. He's likely looking to join a true contender, a team like the Chiefs, Bills, or even the Colts, where a playoff run and a potential Super Bowl ring are realistic goals. And that's the biggest roadblock for Cincinnati. With a 3-6 record and one of the lowest-ranked defenses in the league, the Bengals simply don't look like an attractive destination right now. Even if the price was right, it's hard to imagine a veteran like Diggs choosing to spend his final run on a team still trying to find its defensive identity. One final note, head coach Zac Taylor has made it clear that he believes the solutions to Cincinnati's problems are already on the roster. That statement alone tells you a lot. It likely means the Bengals won't be aggressive in free agency or chasing names like Quandre Diggs, even though they actually have the cap space to do it. After moving on from Logan Wilson, the Bengals are sitting on roughly $11.9 million in available cap room, enough to make a short-term move if they wanted. But the front office seems committed to letting this current group figure it out on their own. Maybe that's the right call, or maybe it's another missed opportunity to stabilize a defense that's been inconsistent all season. Either way, the message from Zac Taylor is clear: this team believes the fix is already inside the locker room. Whether that faith pays off, we'll find out soon enough. Who Dey Nation, buckle up, because the rest of this season is going to tell us exactly what this Bengals team is really made of.